hi, it's Claire. Welcome to this Pilates class, which is done in my home in South Wales. And you might see that my dog appears now and again in the picture. There he is. His name is Oliver Tom Jones. It's got to be done, huh? Anyway, I'm going to do a little Pilates flow for you. Hopefully you've seen the short video clip that I did previously with the core contraction, but I will be reinforcing that as we go through. Nothing should hurt. I have a back injury and a hip injury, so if you see that maybe some differences in both sides, that's probably what you're noticing. And other than that, just enjoy. Okay, thank you. We're going to start with a little warm-up. Okay, so let's have a bit of a posture check. Feet, knees, hips, shoulders are drawn down the back. Okay, tailbone drawn down to the floor. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out, draw the belly button in, draw the pelvic floor in, and tighten through the sides. So we're creating this inner strength right the way through the body here. Balancing nice on the feet, drawing the shoulders up towards the ears and around. Lovely. Okay. Just releasing some stress through the shoulder muscles here as we rotate from the front to the back. Lovely. Taking the hands down the sides of the legs. We're aiming to take the fingertips down towards the knee joint. Just remember again, you have your own ranges of movement. Just gently sliding and controlling this down the sides of the legs. Lovely. You're going to do one more. And then into posture. Lengthen the arms out. Palms are facing forwards. Breathe in. As you exhale, so you draw the navel in, draw the pelvic floor up. And now we're going to go into spine twist. So your head is center of the chest. Okay, your arms are extended. You're trying to keep your hips fixed to the front of the room. And this is a nice controlled twist of the mid-back here. And again, lovely. Lengthen the arms up, look overhead. Imagine again you're being pulled up to the ceiling and then dropping the arms down to the sides. Let's make some circles with the shoulders again. Okay, still thinking about that core contraction. All right, and then feet, knees, hips. We're going to take the arms up and then we're going to bend the knees and take ourselves into a floppy forward fold. Okay, so here we are, just warming up the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the ankles. Okay, lovely. Nice and slow and control this. And again, one more. And then bringing arms back to the side body. And again, really lengthening out through the fingertips. Imagine someone's pulling your fingers to the sides of the room. Lengthen the fingers here. And then bring the arms back to the side body. We're going to just pick the toe up, all right? And then look at your hands, using the weight of the hands just to take you a little bit deeper into that rotation for the back. Okay, lovely. And you're going to do one more. And then you're coming back into your posture. Feet, knees, hips. Lengthen shoulders down the back. Breathe in. As you exhale, so you're drawing the navel in towards the spine. Take the left leg forwards. Fold over. So you're aiming here to push some weight through your heel. You're drawing that belly in. You're keeping the tailbone aiming up towards the ceiling. Okay. And so to the other side. Okay, again, we're lengthening and engaging, and we're just taking ourselves down into that stretch for the hamstring. Now that's quite tight for me with my back injury. Okay, now you might find that you have similar problems if you've had any back, hip or knee problems. Okay, just working those shoulders around. And now we go into the top end of the mat. Feet are hip distance. And again, we're talking about lengthening through the crown and in this lovely upright position. You're going to draw the belly in and we're going to go into a squat. Push up through the heels. Now, very functional movement this. Okay, we have to bend, lift, carry in life. So if we can do that with a strong back and strong power, then we're hopefully going to be protecting our backs. And again, lengthening the arms up and bringing the arms back to the side body. Keep it going, guys. Lovely. And then leaving yourself in that nice upright position. Okay, relax your belly. You might find that your breathing rate has gone up a little bit. That's quite normal. Breathe in. As you exhale, draw the navel in, draw the pelvic floor up, tighten through the sides. Tailbone drawn under and lengthened. We're going to come into roll down. So you might see my back problem here because my back doesn't mobilize as loosely as some other people, okay? And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time. All right, articulating each vertebrae as you come up. And then drawing that navel in to support the back all the time as we nice and slowly, now slight bend on the knees, and then again coming up like a ragdoll. These type of movements are really beneficial for if you do have any back problems, as it really does loosen. Okay, slightly bend the knees, fingertips are on the floor, and then you're looking to the feet. And from here now, we're going to walk our hands forwards, and we're going to nice and controlled come down onto the mat and into this box position. Hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Okay, leave your stomach be loose, breathe in. As you breathe out, draw the belly in, draw the pelvic floor up, strengthen and then lengthen through the crown of the head. So here we are in this box position, working our core muscles against gravity. And you're going to arch the head and the tailbone under, and then you're going to take yourself back into flat back. And again, so this is called camel, and we're squeezing the belly up in towards the spine, and then you're coming back into flat back. And again, you're just bringing the tailbone and the head under. Now hold it there this time, so you're really feeling that nice stretch through the lower back, and then take your bottom onto your heels, lengthen the arms forwards, so you're making little mountains with your fingers. So we're feeling that extra stretch through the lower back. Lovely. And then bringing yourself back into your box position. Take the hands out wider than the mat. Engage your belly muscles, and we're going to bring ourselves down, bringing the nose forwards of the fingers. So this is an upper body strengthener, but mainly it's a core contraction. Okay, now you're keeping your back straight the whole time. You're drawing your belly in, you're keeping the head lengthened, and you're feeling this work that we're creating here through the chest and through the arms. Lovely. Okay, from here we're going back into our child's pose, and you're going to bring your hands by the side of your feet and just rotate your wrists in case there's any tension built up there. And then we're going to lengthen the arms forwards and bring ourselves back into box. So this time the hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Breathe in as you breathe out. So you draw the navel in, and so your left leg, you're going to slide the leg along the floor, flex the foot. Hold it there for a moment and get your balance, equal balance between both arms. flexing the foot, drawing the belly in. And you're going to bring the leg down and then in towards the body. And then sliding the foot and flexing as you get to the top end. So here we have some glute strengthening, some core conditioning, some strengthening for the arms as well. There's quite a lot going on here. Okay, now exhale out, inhale back. All on one leg, exhale out, inhale back. Let's do one more. And this time hold the leg where it is, flex the foot. Now that might be enough for you, but if you're looking for more of a challenge, you can take the opposite arm out. And so here we're looking for strength through that supporting knee, through the supporting arm, lengthening the fingertips forwards. Lovely, lovely. And then bringing the arm back. And now take your knees mat width, bring your big toes together, sink the bottom onto your heels and pad the arms forwards. So bring the forearms down and also bring the forehead to the floor. And you may want to sway the torso side to side to release here. That's a really good one for me. And then settle yourself. And then walk your hands around to the left side. So you're bringing your chest into contact with the left thigh. You're bringing your forearms down and your head between the arms. Feel that lovely stretch through the right side of the underarm and into the back. And then walking the hands around to the opposite side, same thing again here. Feeling that lovely stretch. Walking the hands back to centre, really lengthen out now and settle yourself for a moment. Okay, really enjoying that stretch with the lower back. And then bringing yourself back into your box position. Breathe in, and as you exhale, draw the navel in, and then the right leg now, lengthen the leg out, flex the foot. So what we do one side, we need to do for the other. Strength through the arms, flex the foot, really feeling the bottom muscles switching on here. Lovely. Gently close your eyes and send your awareness into your here on the floor, giving yourself this time to strengthen the body from the inside out. Lengthening that leg, drawing the belly in, and we're going to do one more. And you're going to keep that leg up. This time flex the foot, strength through your arms. You can either stay here, or if you'd like to challenge yourself, taking the opposite arm aligned to the back. Drawing the belly in, strength through the supporting arm here, core and glutes. Okay, and then bringing your arms back, bringing your leg back. And then again, one more time, so you're going to bring your knees together, bring your hands by the side of your ankles, rotate the hands, and then into our box position. Lovely. Okay guys, so from here we're going to go down onto our bellies. Alright, so you're going to take the knees back a few inches and then bring your body weight, your shoulders over your hands, draw the belly in, and then strongly, under control, come back to the floor. Okay, now your arms are relaxed either side of the ears. Your feet are just relaxed on the floor. Breathe in. As you exhale, draw the belly button up, and we're going to come into a back extension. Okay, so your nose is looking down to the floor. You're pushing your pelvic bone down. You're contracting your glutes, and you're coming up as high as you can, as comfortably as you can. And we're going to do one more. Now, you can either stay with this, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can take the hands by the side of the legs. As you come up, you're drawing the shoulder blades together, and all the time you're keeping that nose looking down to the floor. Lovely. Breathe out and breathe in. Okay guys, breathe out and breathe in, and then hold it there for a moment. Okay, bring the arms now in line with the rib cage. Bring the palms together, and so the elbows are in towards the ribs and your palms are lengthened forwards. You're strong through the shoulder girdle. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw the belly up, and you can physically feel the stomach muscles pulling up from the floor. Okay, now this is option 1, and stay here if this is a new, Pilates is new to you. Okay, remember you're keeping that strong shoulder girdle. If you've been doing any of my classes or other classes, you may want to go onto your knees and you're drawing the navel in again. And if you really are quite proficient at Pilates, you may want to go into option 3. So you're pushing some weight through your heels, you're contracting your glutes, you're drawing the navel in, you're strong through the shoulders, and you're pushing your hands together. And then you're going to come down onto the knees, you're going to come down onto the hips, and then you're going to relax your belly into the floor. Okay, give yourselves a moment because that's quite challenging. Breathe in through the belly, draw the navel up, choose the level you want to be at. For me, this is better, option 2, okay, because I'm very wary of my back and I want to make sure that my core is strong enough to keep me in that upright position. But you may very well want to go up to option 3. Hold it, strong through the shoulders. If you're in 3, drop to 2. If you're in 2, drop to 1. And then just relax for a moment. Okay, we're going to do that once more. Breathe in. As you exhale, so you draw the belly up. Choose if you're taking yourself to 2 or 3, whichever way is with that integrity of movement, it's with strength, it's with control. Okay, hold it. You may be shaking a little bit, that's normal. Drop to 2, drop to 1, and then we're going to push ourselves into a child's pose. Just to release, my back is quite sore today. Lengthening the arms overhead. And then we're going to come back down onto our bellies, nice and controlled. Stay up on the elbows, and then you're going to reach around to the left leg, hold on to the foot, and you're going to ease that foot in towards your bottom. Now you're going to bring your head down, and this is going to allow you to really work to stretch the front of that thigh. Okay, you're going to push the hip into the floor slightly as you're doing this. This is a really important stretch for the hip flexors and the quads, which are the fronts of the legs. And then guys, we're going to come onto our elbows. We're going to reach around to the opposite side and then relax your head on the floor, bringing that heel into the bottom. Lovely. Really pushing that hip down into the floor. And then relaxing the foot down. Okay, so here we are now on our bellies on the floor, strong through the shoulders, okay? And I'm going to ask you now to come over onto your side, so onto your right side and into a side movement. So we're lengthening here right the way down the body, okay? Both of the knees and the hips are aligned. Okay, the feet are together and the arm is extended. If it's easier slightly putting the fingertips here, then that's fine. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw the belly in, draw the side up from the floor, flex the foot and take this leg up and back down. Now if you want to make it a bit harder, then you can take the hand here, flex the foot. Lovely. Now keep going with that. Send your awareness to you here on the floor. Gently close the eyes. Focus on that core contraction. Hold the leg up there, flex the foot. And then bringing the foot back down and up again, lovely. So we've got some hip strength going on here now as well. Hold the leg up there, flex the foot. And last time. Holding that leg there, don't forget now, the main part of this is this core contraction. Hold that leg where it is, flex the foot, and then bring the leg down. Okay guys, we're going on to our backs now, and we're going to be doing something called shoulder bridge. So the feet are in towards the bottom, shoulders are drawn down the back, chin is into the chest, palms are facing on the floor. So we've just stretched to the front of the leg, so we're going straight into bridge. Okay, so breathe in. As you breathe out, ground the lower back, but this time you're going to bring the pelvis up, bring the mid back up, and then come up onto the shoulders. Now, first time, get yourself comfortable. Palms are down, chin is into the chest. And then you're going to roll down, upper back, mid back, and onto the pelvis. Okay, this is a really nice mobility here. So I want you to work with this, pelvis, mid back, onto the shoulders, strong through the core here, and then lowering yourself down each vertebrae at a time. So now that we're getting used to that, we're going to look at the breath. So breathe out as you come up. Breathe in at the top. And then exhale as you come down, slowly articulating each vertebrae onto the mat. And again. Next time you're at the top of the movement, I want you to hold it there. I want you to imagine there's a rope pulling up through the navel to the ceiling, that your knees are being pulled to the opposite side of the wall. You're contracting your bottom muscles, but you're trying to relax your legs. Hold it for a moment and then come down, upper back, mid back, and onto the pelvis. And you're going to do a few more with this flow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to hold ourselves up. And again, you've got two options here. You can either stay where you are in this strong position, or you may want to lift one leg off the floor and lengthen the leg out. Bring that leg back in, trying to keep the hips raised. Remember, if this is too challenging, just stay with the standard bridge. Hold it, bring the leg down, and then upper back, mid back, and onto the pelvis. Hug the knees in, and you may want to just roll side to side, giving your lower back a little bit of a massage. Okay, and then bringing both feet to the floor again. So here we are again, arms drawn down the sides, knees are aligned to the hip, chin is into the chest. Breathe into your belly, draw the navel down to the floor. Hold it there. So now your job is to keep that lower rib from rising, because we're going to be doing quite challenging movement here called the 100. You're going to take one leg to 90 degrees, and then you're going to bring the other leg to meet, okay? Flexing the feet, and you're drawing your ribs down to the floor. So here we are on the floor. This is quite a challenging movement here. All right, and at any time you can just take a foot down to give yourself a rest and then join when you're ready. Taking the palms so they're facing upwards, lengthen the arms away, and you're going to just make a little fluttering movement with the hands. It's just going to challenge your core stability. You're drawing that rib down to the floor, remember. Chin is into the chest. Hold it, keep it going with the arms, and then bringing the arms back to the side body. Imagine there's a puddle of water just behind your bottom and you're dipping the toe into the water. And again, you don't want any movement through this center part of the body. Okay, if you're finding that that's okay for you here, then just lengthen the leg away. You're choosing where you want to be with this. All right, the longer the leg, the harder the movement becomes to maintain that core contraction and the stability through the center. Lovely. Gently close the eyes. Send your awareness into your center. And then hold it for a moment. Flex the feet. Draw that rib cage down. Hold it. Bring one foot to the floor. Bring the other foot to the floor. And again, hug the knees in. Okay, and this time, taking the hands onto the knees, you're going to make like a circular motion. So you're bringing the knees in, around and back. So we're massaging each part of the pelvis and the glutes on the mat. Lovely. And the other way as well. And then bringing yourself back, bringing both feet down to the floor. Take the arms out either side on the mat. Palms are facing upwards. Knees and ankles are together, and drop your knees down to your left side first of all. Keep the shoulder blades grounded, and you just got that nice rotation here now. This is really good if you do have any back problems. This is a real release for me, especially on this side. Bringing the knees back to center and then over to the opposite side, and again keeping the head and the shoulder blades looking upwards. Bringing the knees back to center, gap between the knees now, okay? Palms are on the floor, breathe in. As you breathe out, draw the belly button down, draw the pelvic floor up, take the hands onto the fronts of the legs, and really slowly we're going to take the fingertips up. Now ground the lower back, chin into the chest, and then bringing yourself back down again. Now if that feels too difficult for your neck, you may want to take your hands behind the head, and as you come up, you're just supporting the head in the hands. It's up to you. You choose where you want to be with this. Okay, slow and controlled, up towards the knees and then down towards the main part of the body. And again, up we go, chin into the chest, and then bringing the fingers down, lovely. And again, sliding the fingers up, grounding that lower back. Hold it here, extend the arms away, draw the lower back to the floor. Bringing the hands back to the knees and down. So we're going to go now onto your side, on the opposite side, okay? So we're going to do side leg kick. Now, I am going to have my back to you here now, so not my best side, but there we go. So both legs are extended. And again, we're taking ourselves into this side leg raise. So this isn't a good side for me. You may see that there's less mobility and less balance here because of the injury that I have. Okay, and I'm mentioning this is because lots of people have got problems. And it's about trying to help ourselves work through those problems and keeping ourselves as strong as we can. Keeping that leg raised, flex the foot, and on the side here. And then down again we go, and back up. Nice and controlled, drawing that navel in. Hold it up there, really drawing through the belly. And then bringing the leg down and up. Lovely. Hold the leg up one more time. Bringing the leg down. And then we're going back onto our backs again, guys. Okay, palms are facing downwards, chin into the chest. Feet now are still back in towards your bottom, chin into the chest. Okay, so breathe in. As you exhale, draw the belly down to the floor. Take the left leg into a 90-degree position, flex the foot. Take the right hand onto the knee. And so we're going to extend the leg and the arm away. Okay, and all the time you're keeping that lower back grounded. Okay, this is all about now lengthening and strengthening, but also core contraction here. Exhale out, inhale back. Keep it going, exhale out, inhale back. Now hold it down there, lengthen the arm, lengthen the toe, give yourself a nice stretch, and then return into the start position. Breathe in, engage your belly muscles as we've been doing, bring the opposite leg to 90 degrees and then the hand to the knee, and then here we go again, extending the knee in. So again, all you're thinking about doing here now is stabilizing through the core. Okay, you've got a little bit of leg strength going on here and shoulder mobility as well. Okay, lovely. Keep it going. And then you're going to do one more. And then you're going to bring both feet to the floor. We're going back into bridge. Palms are down, draw the navel in, push strongly into your feet, hold it here. Okay, so imagining again now you've got this rope pulling up through the navel, that your knees are being pulled, and then you're going to take one arm overhead, take the other arm overhead, and keeping that strong integrity of movement, pushing strongly through the heels. Bringing one arm down, bring the other arm down, and then upper back, mid back, and onto the floor. Hug your knees in again. Bringing both feet down, breathe in, draw the navel down, take the right leg up into the air, flex the foot. So we're going to hold on here to the calf. Okay, you're trying to keep the shoulder blades down wherever possible. You're easing the leg in towards you. Foot is flexed, bottom is pushed down. Lovely. Okay, so nice stretch here for the hamstring. Really easing that leg in. If you'd like to make this a bit harder, you may want to take the grip a little bit higher up the leg. You may want to extend that lower leg. Both feet are flexed. Okay, but of course you can just stay in the level 1 position which I showed you at the beginning. Really ease that leg in towards you. Now hug the knee in. So you have one leg extended and one leg bent. So it's your right leg bent up. You put your left hand on the knee and then take the knee over. Keep the shoulders grounded and extend the arm out. So here we have a lovely stretch for the bottom, mid-bottom, okay? You're going to put some weight on the knee and ease the knee in. So the glutes here is a little stretch for a particular muscle that can become very troublesome through the glutes. Really push some weight into that. And bringing the knee in towards the chest. So into a long body stretch, lengthen the fingers and toes away. And then bending both knees up again. Taking the left leg now into the air and easing the leg in. Now flex that foot again, push the bottom into the floor. Extend the lower leg out if you wish. You can always stay with the first position, okay? And you may want to take yourself up a little bit higher towards the foot, okay? And you may want to hover the lower leg. Below. Lovely stretch here for the hamstring. I'm lowering the leg down. Hug the knee in. So your left leg is in, the right hand is on the knee, and you're going to bring that leg over, keeping the shoulder blades grounded, and then look towards the left hand. Lovely. Again, your angle in this knee, you may want to bring it in towards you to feel a deeper stretch. And then bringing the leg in and into a long body stretch. Lovely. Hands by the side of the hips. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw the belly down. You're grounding through the lower back. And now we're going to push ourselves into a seated position. Okay, feet are flexed in this L shape. Okay, shoulder blades are drawn down the back. Breathe in, draw the belly in, take the arms out and to the front. Now you're going to do some upper body strengthening here. You're drawing the shoulder blades together. The back is straight. Okay, you're imagining now you've got a pencil between the shoulder blades. Hold that pencil there. Keep the arms raised, keep the head lengthened, and again we go. So in Pilates we try and strengthen weaker muscles and stretch tight. This particular muscle group here between the shoulder blades is traditionally very weak. So hold it there, strengthening, imagining that pencil is there again. It's really hard just to keep yourself in this upright position as well. So if you need to have a rest, please do so. Hold it last time. And then relax. Bringing both knees in. Okay, I'm not so flexible in this particular position. Okay, now what I want you to do is feel that lower back stretch. So you're arching and bringing the head under, releasing any tension there. And then bringing yourself back into your L shape. Okay guys, so now we're going to take the legs out. Okay, we're going to stretch the inner thigh muscles here, but we're starting out in a nice lengthened position. Breathe in, and as you exhale, take the arms forwards, the heels are upwards. Okay, pointing to the ceiling, and we're very gently now going to be easing ourselves down towards the floor. Feeling that deep stretch through the inner thighs. If you don't feel it, then you might want to take the legs a little bit wider. Okay, and then arch the back. Look through the legs, so you're feeling that lovely stretch to the lower back again. And then padding the hands in, bringing the legs back in and just shake them out. Okay guys, so here we are going back into our box position again. Feet, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Breathe in and then draw the belly in as you come into camel, tailbone and under, and then into flat back. And again, draw the belly in, really working between the shoulder blades here, in deep stretch. Okay, now you may want to take this into a saddle shape. It's not good for me with this, so you may not see me going into full range movement. If I dip too much, I can feel that in my lower back, so I don't do that. Okay, lovely. So you're going to curl the toes under now and just walk your hands in towards your knees. So we're in a little squat position here. You're going to lengthen the legs, and maybe with all this stretching you may be able to put your palms to the floor. Okay, again a lovely stretch here for the lower back, slight bend on the knees, tailbone aiming up towards the ceiling. Hold it for a moment, breathe in, and as you exhale you're going to come up like a rag doll. One vertebrae at a time. Shoulders look down, into good posture. Just drop the head to one side, feeling that stretch through the side of the neck. And then to the opposite side, guys. Lovely. Nice stretch there for the side of the neck. Work the shoulder blades up and around. Taking the hands just behind the back. Okay, trying to keep the back straight, but all the same stretching through the chest. Release the arms. Take the left arm and then just ease the arm across, feeling that lovely shoulder stretch. Core is switched on now, lengthened in your posture. And to the other side. Lovely. Again, working the shoulders. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. This time take the hand, lengthen the body over. Drop the arm to the side. Rotate and look up towards the ceiling. So we're feeling that nice stretch through the under part of the arm. Lovely stretch for me, this one. And then bringing yourself back. Breathe in and to the other side. Ease that leg, that arm over. Drop in the hand. Open up and look up towards the hand. So at the end of a Pilates class you should feel lifted, lengthened, strengthened, calm in the mind, relaxed. In these strange times, that's not a bad way to feel. And again, lengthening the arms down, working the shoulders. So I hope you enjoyed that session, guys. It was one which you can adapt to your own needs and help you hopefully to feel a little bit that you've done something, you've worked it for the mind and for the body. And it was my pleasure to teach you today, and hopefully I shall see you again in another session. Thank you. Bye bye.